I have some Tech Hub updates, so I can do those.
Perfect.
Okay.
Send me the breaking news.
I can do that.
We're live. Yes. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Denis Sinelnikov from Media Components. We're live on Tech Tuesdays powered by Owwll. We have an exciting show this morning. We have two expert guests. We have Ashton from South Florida Tech Hub, and we have Teddy from Soccer Path, which is Teddy's new startup here in South Florida. Exciting news. Ashton is going to cover some new events we're coming up at Tech Hub. There's quite a few coming up.
Yeah.
So before we start, Ashton, can you give like a little intro by yourself?
Sure.
And then we'll get into Teddy, and you can introduce yourself and tell the audience and the listeners what it's all about. And then we're also going to be calling a couple guest owlers. Is that called?
All right, perfect. Well, Ashton. I am Ashton Adler. Was it better to look at the camera or just look at
you? Can look at me. You can look at the camera. You can look at Teddy.
I will look at you guys then. So I'm the Director of Talent Engagement for South Florida Tech Hub. So it's a real pleasure to be here. I have a background in healthcare technology, talent, and higher education. So what I do at Tech Hub, we work with K through 12, higher ed boot camps, and then connect them to our over 175 member organization. So it's a great way to just continue to develop the tech talent pipeline and, make sure that we do that. So awesome. There are a lot of very exciting things coming up. We have a really packed month. When I was connecting with Nikki and Jeffry this morning, I was like, whoa, I don't even think I fully realized all the things that we have.
It's a busy season.
Yes. Yeah. So we have the Lunch and Learn that's coming up on the 14th, so Valentine's Day. You also can get to learn about nearshoring. It's a really exciting concept. So we have experts from Codafin and Massimo Advisors that will be there. It's going to be really phenomenal. We also have our Dev Dive workshop. And so this one is going to be centered around teaching your AI new tricks. So that's going to be really great. And that's going to be in Tamarack. After that, we have our private CEO dinner, and there's an application process for that, but that's going to be great. One of the things that we're bringing back, which we're really excited about, is we're doing our tech talks again. So this is going to be an AWS event recap. And so what is going to be wonderful about that, if you guys aren't familiar with what our tech talks are, they are really centered around not only learning about new things and information, but connecting to the professional community, doing so many things. So the Tech Talks are really great, and that's going to be in Boca. For those that were signed up for our kickoff event, that was terrible weather. So that is now officially moved to February 27th. And appropriately, from a soccer connection, it's going to be, we're partnering with the Fort Lauderdale United, the women's professional team. March 7th, we have our 13th annual golf tournament. And then March 20th is the serve and networking night at the Miami Open. So it's actually super cool. We're having a whole networking event as the matches are going on for the, so that's why you have serve and networking as a little play on tennis. So there's a lot going on. As always, you guys, everyone can look on our website, and all of our events are there as well, in addition to member and partner events. So a lot going on, and we hope to see everyone there.
Awesome. Thanks. And yeah, the kickoff event looks great. So it's open for not just Tech Hub members, but also families.
Exactly.
The whole crew can come up, play football.
Yeah, and we will be there with Soccer Path.
Perfect.
We sponsor
the real sport is football.
The real sport is, we say, but we're in America. So
in America it's soccer. So Teddy, welcome to the show. And I know we met before at some of the Tech Hub events. I think first time we met, we played golf at the Top Golf.
Yes, I remember well.
That was a great event. I met a lot of people. And welcome to the show. Why don't you give us a little bit of intro about yourself, how long you've been involved with Tech Hub, and what's this new venture that you started that's related to soccer?
Sure. So first of all, thank you. Thank you for having me today. So my name is Teddy, and this is my real name, not a nickname. Let's say that. I come from France. I'm French. Bonjour. I don't know if you guys speak French. You can do a little bit of French too. So yes, I'm involved in tech for, I think, all my career now. I had like tech consulting companies, softwares, also involved in video games and also music label, another topic. So I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I moved to Miami now 2 years ago, and I think Tech Hub was a good opportunity for me to meet with other people like me in the industry. I started Soccer Path. The real company is Empire Soccer, and we do two activities. We do Copa Latina, which is La Copa America, but locally here in Miami. It's a adult soccer tournament. And also we do Soccer Path, the soccerpath.us, which is a marketplace, a website to help parents find the best soccer club, soccer program for their children using AI technology. So basically, I try to merge my two passions, tech and soccer.
Awesome. So yeah, soccer is a big thing, especially in Miami. With all the popularity with the World Cup and all the events. So if I have like kids that want to go to and join the team in the soccer, walk me through the process.
Yeah.
How can I use? Is it like a web-based app or is it like a mobile application that I have to download? How do I start the process?
It's like basically, because I told you I come from France. In France, I saw we don't have that kind of issue because the state is managing everything. So if you want to play soccer, you go to your city. If you don't like it, you go to another city, and that's it. It's one club for everybody, and that's it. Every age, etc. For instance, in Miami, you have 28 different clubs. So which one is good for my kid? I don't know. I need to try all of them. I need to ask everybody. I don't know what I have to do. So we create like a web page. It's basically a web page where you can put the age of your kid, where you live, the city where you live in Florida, and we're gonna list for you all the characteristics, the details of each club in your city. How much is it? If it's for recreational, if it's for competitive. So you just need to put some information, and we got you on this one. And also we're using AI.
And is it any city in the U.S. or just Miami or
For the moment,
Florida?
that's an amazing question. For the moment, that's Florida only.
Okay.
But I'm working with my team to start New York, New Jersey. And the idea is to be out of the US before the World Cup 2026.
It's actually such a great concept because I played soccer my whole life and I have a 2-year-old and I grew up in Tampa. And so coming down here, I was like, okay, I wonder, are Renegades a thing anymore? Like, what do I even do? Like, if I want to get my son involved in soccer. So I will definitely be utilizing it for sure.
Yeah, I will send you. And this is free to be for any parents. You have access to all the database. Just need to create an account. And we have a subscription fee when you want to use the AI technology. And the AI technology we provide is like we have a tracker, a soccer tracker you can put in the knee of your kids. And when you play soccer, you have all the data coming up on your phone. How many times you touch the ball, he runs, and everything.
Wow.
And the other one is the AI coaching. You can like call a coach and explain to you what is the best for your kids, and also AI chat, etc. That if you want the subscription, it's not very expensive. It's like $10 per month. But if you just want to find a club, this is free. Jump and you're part of the community.
You mentioned it tracks all the metrics, like how many kicks, how many passes. So that's going to be great when they're like, for example, scouts are looking at professionals. You can leverage that data. And you mentioned AI. What model are you using with AI, or maybe you're using multiple?
Yeah, we're using multiple on this one. We have because this is the MVP, we partner with 2 companies for that. The tracker, they're using an AI technology too. They trained AI for 10 years now. Their own AI. And they have now is ready to be used, and we already give that to some kids when we do some soccer events, soccer tournament to get some feedback. And for the AI technology, the chatbot and also the phoning, same. This is a private AI developed by our partners directly. So we own the technology. And that's, for the moment, we partner with them because we're still on the MVP side.
So you're in the MVP side. You're looking for investors or funding. What's your game plan?
Yeah. So the goal already raised in, I like to say, love money, like before the pre-seed, with some business angels I know, most French people because they know soccer will be in that level, but also Americans. So I raised 150K in a couple of months. Now I got enough, let's say, resources to end this year and achieve what we want to achieve. So to create energy, to show to everybody what we can do by ourselves a little bit. And in 2026 is going to be the year of AI and soccer because the World Cup's coming in the US.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the best time to do the seed. And I'm going to bring soccer pass in the data level this year because I'm only in Florida, but I will be in New York, New Jersey this month. We'll be in Atlanta, Chicago, North Carolina, where soccer is very big. And that's going to be, I think, the right position to try to raise some funds. But it's going to be more 2026. 2025, yeah, let's do it by ourselves with my team, and I trust them. I hired two, I don't call them sales representative, let's say Miami representative or Florida representative. They are in Florida, and they go and visit the clubs because the added value is also how we can help the clubs have more kids. So we go meet them, like, try to understand what they need. And also we configure an AI phoning and AI chat solution for them. And that's also is our goal for our company, is to bring AI to everybody, not only the tech people, but yeah, we can definitely go in another level in your soccer activity and to help your children using AI when you don't know anything on AI in soccer. So the goal is to help them understand and using AI, the power of AI for them too, for the people.
No, it's amazing. I think it's great timing with the World Cup coming.
Yeah.
And once you build out this technology, it could be duplicated for any other sport. Ideally, right? That's
that.
You're thinking ahead, and I'm thinking ahead.
You understand my vision.
So after soccer, you can go to football. I mean, like American football or basketball, right? Like it's a similar concept.
I love the question, and I love what you said because I just bought the name SportPass.us last weekend. .us, like SportPass.
Okay.
I bought it like on Sunday. I'm like, yeah, that's the future. You know?
Okay.
And you got it 100%. This is my vision. I want to be the marketplace, the platform. Any kids, any parents want to do like any sport at some point.
Nice.
They go to my platform. They just put the age of the kid and anything. And they have all the details. Like, okay, I can play here. I can bring him here. Oh, that's not expensive.
Some kids want to play multiple sports.
Exactly.
Right? And it's truly a need because, like I said, I have a toddler, so this is all new to me. And I'm like, wow, I'm very happy to know that this is here. It's going to save me a lot of time.
We're coming. And for Sport Path, we want to focus on soccer until the World Cup a little bit after that. But I think, there is the Olympics in LA in 2028. So that's going to be where we're going to switch in all the other sports. So it's got step by step. I'm using this momentum in the US. Now, like the invest for Copa America was in the US. The World Cup for the club this year will be in the US too, this summer. And the real World Cup next year. So they invest, I think I checked, there was like 10 billions into soccer in the country. And also our new president, Donald Trump, say he wants the US to be an AI country. So I'm just surfing on all that energy to try to answer to the soccer part, to the AI part, and bring added value to the country and to the Americans.
And the growth of soccer in general is just phenomenal because, as I mentioned, I grew up playing soccer, but I'm originally from Kentucky and my dad lives in West Virginia. And so, 20 years ago, my dad was like, more than 20 years ago at this point, 25 years ago, soccer really wasn't known in those regions as much, or like just barely, or why are you playing soccer? And now it is huge in West Virginia, like in the mountains, like that is, it's everywhere.
Exactly.
And it's exciting for our country.
I agree. That's interesting what you say. We're looking for the next stage. Sometimes you're like, okay, we need to focus on Florida, New York, and LA. That's it. But that's not true. In America, everybody told me about North Carolina. It was an amazing state for soccer.
It is. There's a big tournament there every year that we used to go to often.
So definitely, and we need to focus and use contacts and partners to see where we can be and where we can bring added value. Because before, I'm also partnering with other soccer and tech companies that can bring added value, like video cameras for children or stuff like that, to become really a marketplace. Like parents just need to be, I want to do something into soccer for my children, soccer path. That's it. I don't need to find somewhere.
All in one destination for everything soccer.
You got it. But to start and to do that, you need to give like quality data to the people. That's why I'm starting with the clubs. Like, okay, I trust them because they give me the right information for my kids to play soccer. So if they provide something else, I'm going to try. Let's see.
So how do you do the data collection to get to the AI?
That's a good question. On this one, that's confidential. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I can tell you.
Proprietary information here.
So that's definitely like where is gold? This is very hard because you can see, like I told you, just in Miami, there is 20 different clubs is with a lot of data, a lot of information, and all the websites are different. Like you don't even ask ChatGPT, you don't have the right information. You don't really know what to do. So that's the manual job. That's where you need to hire people. It takes sometimes build a database, etc. etc. That's why nobody did it yet because it's too complicated.
Right.
So you have like a person with a tablet just tracking and manually entering on based on the game.
Like as a CEO, I did for Florida first. So I took a lot of time, like almost my summer, to build the first database. Now, yes, I'm partnering with like companies all over the world to build a database per region. And first of all, it's like to build and get the clubs and program information. So go to the website, see if they are recreational, competitive, when they play, how much is it, the contacts, the reviews, and everything. To have a clear database, CSV, whatever we need, and put on the website so parents have a nice page and everything. So that's where we building gold because that exists anymore.
Yeah, the data is.
Yes, that is key. So if you master that this year with the right data in all the main states in America, we have a bright future. The rest after that, we're gonna be like, yeah, we want to go to Soccer Pass for soccer because the data is clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's where we put a lot of energy right now. That's why I don't need to raise any fund extra. It's like I need small hand to do that handy work.
So what made you come up with this idea? How did the spark initial idea? Where did that come from?
No, that's a good question. It's like I told you, my passion was soccer. I play soccer since like you're told 2 years old. Like in France, we do only that. Like soccer is everything. So soccer, and I'm in tech also all my life. I have an engineering degree, etc. So I did tech all my life. So I think I was like, I reached a level in my life. I already sold the company. I'm involved in several businesses, and I wanted to do something I love, and that I can create some jobs. I can take care of the community. Something like I just like to do.
Something you're passionate about.
Exactly. So I just think about what I can do to help with soccer with the World Cup coming up, and I was talking to some friends, and they said like, yeah, we struggle to find the right club for the kids. Oh yeah, I don't know where my kids can play soccer, etc., etc. And I'm like, maybe I can help on something. Maybe I can build a platform, easy for everybody. Put the age, put where you live, and we take it from there.
And I love the concept, what you're saying, like combining soccer, something that you love, football, and tech, because one of the things that we always say at Tech Hub is that every company is a tech company, and kind of the same way. Like there are technical aspects in everything. So you wouldn't always think, oh, soccer, there's tech components, but there absolutely are. And tech is involved in everything. And I think you're doing it so well in terms of the vision for the future. If you're out there on the soccer field, you're not thinking, oh, how can I bring tech into this? But it can be revolutionary for the sport. So, I mean, it's really great the way that you're thinking to be able to do this. And I think another component too is to get a group of young kids, in this case, interested in tech in unique ways, because that's something that Nikki and I in particular are really trying to do. Tech is not just coding. It's not just that, and so I think that it's such an unique way that can also have positive dividends on the other end, to where you have soccer players being like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that I could do tech and create something with this. So it gets the wavelengths going and can get people excited about STEM when they, previously were just thinking about others. So.
No, I like what you say. And that's so true. The two first people I hired for Soccer Path, they were not tech guys. They were like soccer coaches.
Right.
They take care of children. And that's the first part. When and you have like your heart on something, bringing tech on that is not complicated. You need to explain how it's works, show you how you can do some demo, like help you to understand the database. And you're good. You tech. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you're already passionate on what you do. So that's why it's like, I like what you're saying. That's exactly my vision. And for me, like to help also the US going in another level into soccer and to try to compete with Europe, with Latin America, etc. I think tech can be the key. Can be the key to like, okay, maybe not go in another level with them, but at least be next to them, using the right data, using the right AI technology, and start with the youth. That's why I'm like, that's the vision I have.
It's the future.
And you've been a member of Tech Hub for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I think easy 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And you're getting involved with this kickoff event, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
Can you run us through like what are you going to do with the event?
Yes. Nikki called me. I think that was. No, I saw the last event last year about like Tech Hub event, and she told me about I want to do maybe something with soccer. So I'm like, oh, perfect! I just started this company. I want to be involved. So we're gonna partner with Game Squad. We're gonna bring like a truck, and children and everybody will be able to play PlayStation, like a little soccer tournament, and also we're gonna do like a soccer tournament for the youth. You're gonna have like a. Nice. Like a part of the field and bring some jersey, some water bottle and stuff.
So it's a great sponsorship, co-branded event.
Exactly.
And if somebody wants to get more information about your company, how to get involved, funding opportunities, where should they go? Can you spell your website?
Yeah, you can go to soccerpath.us or reach me directly. I'm available on LinkedIn, Instagram, and my name is only unique. This is only Teddy Wagnac. So that's easy to find me. So just reach me. Happy to talk. Yeah, I have a lot of people. They do also tech and sport. They want just to chat, have a one-one. And that's what I did too. I reached out to a lot of people in Florida on LinkedIn. Like the stuff nobody see. You by yourself at home, just talk to everybody. Hey, do you want to talk? Hey, do you want to talk? So it was a lot of people in Florida. So you have a lot of good conversation. Talk
Amazing.
About the future of soccer, what you can do, what they think about. So yeah, I'm down for that. Happy to have some more feedback. Some more thoughts, and help me to open my mind.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, part of our show is we try to touch base with our previous guests. So I'm gonna connect with Massimo on Owwll. Let's see if he's going to be available.
Let's do it. I know Massimo. I met him too.
Marcio actually. He is going to be a part of he's one of the speakers for the Lunch and Learn next week.
Okay.
So
well, see if he's available for a call.
He's wonderful.
Marcio or Marcio?
Marcio.
Marcio. Okay.
He's Brazilian.
Brazilian, yes. Yeah, I talked with him once.
He's great.
Hopefully he's going to be around. But when is that Lunch and Learn? What's the date for that?
It is the 14th. And all of our Lunch and Learns, they're free. And it's virtual, and it's from 12 to 1. And another big soccer country, we're talking about Brazil, Mexico. Brazil. So Codafin is one of our international members based in Mexico too.
Okay.
So they do nearshoring. It's super cool.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. If Marcio looks like he might be busy making it happen, let's see who else we can call.
I'm sure Nikki is very pained that she can't be here
today. She loves soccer, like her children. She's been traveling soccer all the time.
Oh yeah, always.
So yeah, she was very excited for the event, the kickoff. It's going to be about soccer. I think like her kids will be there. They say like they can help you. Blah blah. I'm like, okay, why not?
Yeah.
So yeah.
We should get an adult team going 3-on-3, and we'll really see.
Yeah,
They'll be like, Nikki, sorry, I can't work right now. No, Nikki and I would probably be the two most competitive people.
You still play?
Sometimes. I'm like, I'm 37 now. I can't tear my ACL.
37, you can still play. I'm 35. I played yesterday, and then I played Friday.
Yeah, I love to play. Play.
Okay, I want to see you play now.
Sounds good. I still got it. I have my little toddler set up in the backyard. I still got it.
Okay, what is your position when you play?
I was center mid, but I was more defensive center
mid. Okay, I got you. I see. Yeah. Righty, lefty?
Right, but I could.
You can use the left?
Yeah.
Okay. Respect.
Back in the day.
Okay. Same. I played yesterday. Flagger in the south. Very, very good side. That's 8v8. Now everybody like to play 5v5. That's the new thing.
Right.
It's quick. It's fast. It's everywhere.
That makes sense.
But I don't really like it. I like space.
And we in college, I went to the University of Florida, and while we're looking for people to call, but we had indoor, and co-ed was great, and I actually played goal because it opened up another spot, and we won. It is incredibly competitive for intramurals, huge, and And that was a very coveted thing, my Champions t-shirt
That's so
for
American.
intramural. But from a tech perspective, so I'm curious as well as Denis finds someone on here. Have you ever thought about partnering with the local ref association? Like I was a ref growing up, and you already have a lot of the students, like a lot of the players are referees for the young kids games. So it's like, I wonder if they stuck around a little bit more and got some internship experience or something like that to do some of the data collection. So
no, that's
just something to think about.
Yeah, I thought about interns too, because
yeah,
real soccer players who also want to get into tech might be a good combination of both.
And they're looking for job experience and things like that. So from the talent aspect, I'm happy to connect you
happy to talk more. No,
higher ed boot camps.
I never think about that. So no, we can definitely like jump on a call and see what you can provide and how we can work together. So that's smart. Definitely. Now my goal is really because we want also to bring added value to the clubs and the programs, so to meet them, see what they want and how we can help them. And also the schools, because I just hired somebody. She will work for 2 months for my company and reach out to the 400 schools in Miami-Dade.
Right.
Like to just tell them, if you have parents, of course, they want to play soccer, we can help them. That's it. Try to sell something. We are in the awareness phase. Like make sure people, they know we're here. So just communication, marketing, and talk to people.
Yeah.
So that's where we're putting our focus now. But definitely what you say is very interesting too. I'm happy to talk more.
Yeah. And from a parent perspective as well, it's like they're already sitting there for the games. It's like I'm sure people want to have it. It almost reminded me a little bit of how in baseball, how you always have the people taking notes and getting the data collection. Like parents could do that too.
That's true. That's true.
As well. So what is your favorite part about South Florida, having moved from France? I went to Paris last year and
what do you think?
I love it. I mean, I've been a bunch of times because I lived in Madrid for a little bit. And so, 2 years, but I loved it. So what's your favorite thing here? What is your favorite tech surprise that you found in South Florida?
Me, like in France, and I lived there for all my life, 33 years old. Is great when you want to say have like a normal, decent life. Let's say like that. Like when you don't want to be an entrepreneur, when you just want to be in the case, and that's it. But me, because I'm an entrepreneur, I like to do and build stuff. When I try the US, I'm like, that's more a country I can be. I can see a future.
More opportunities, right?
Opportunities, like they let you do stuff in the US. So there was rather New York or Miami because I wanted to stay on the East Coast. I still have like a lot of connection in France and in Europe globally. So of course I chose Miami for the weather and the taxes, but
an easy direct flight.
Also, and New York remind me too much Paris, like subway. Like too many people,
right?
Rats. I'm like, I'm like, Why?
When's the last time you've been to New York?
Just after Christmas.
Okay.
I've been really quick in there. I had a soccer event to start a soccer activity also in New York.
So you enjoyed the cold or not really?
Don't talk about that. I will need to go back next week too. But that's also that. Miami, you have the right balance because you have the same time zone with a lot of countries in Latin America, with New York, so you can work remotely with everybody and not too far from Europe.
Right.
So that's
gateway to South America and Latin America. You're perfectly positioned.
Exactly. So that's why I think all of that helped me to dream about that new project. Because I'm in Miami. Yeah. And I saw those people playing soccer. That's easy to play. That's easy to watch. Like Leo Messi is coming. He's here now playing with us. So it's like a amazing soccer energy. And when I met you guys at Tech Hub, like something very good in tech's happening in Florida. So I'm like, all of that helped me dream about that project.
Well, we are happy you're here. I think you're perfectly positioned.
I'm calling a few people on Owwll. Looks like some of them are busy, some of them are not. So still trying to get somebody on the line. But Ashton, what's the Tech Pulse event? Can you tell us a little more about that?
Sure. So Tech Pulse is really exciting. So this year it's going to be December 4th.
Mhm.
And so it's the 30th anniversary of, in the past, it was called IT Palooza and then Tech Palooza.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we're really excited about is we have outgrown the former stages. But one of the things that we're really excited about is touching on exactly what you guys were saying. Like there's so much great tech going on in South Florida that a lot of the times the world doesn't know and just sees beaches, tourism, those types of things. And so what Tech Pulse is, it's our new conference. So it's going to be at the Broward County Convention Center on December 4th. And so one of the neat things that I think separates Tech Hub Pulse is that it's strictly tech. And so there are going to be tracks and speakers from all over the world, all over the country. And of course, here in South Florida, we want to really still be able to highlight all the incredible things that are going on here. So it'll be 8 different tracks. There's going to be a keynote or a highlight note in each of the different tracks. So everything from some of the things that we think of, tourism, clean tech, just so many different things. Of course, AI, those things that are really popular out there. But going back to what I was saying earlier about tech being in everything, it's a great way to showcase what we're doing here, bring everyone together from around the world and here to learn from each other and really show that South Florida is a huge tech hub and how we can continue to grow it. So it's going to be an amazing event. And then also from a tech talent type thing, we are SoFlo DevCon will be in May this year. So it's another free event. So I think one of the cool things about Tech Hub as well is that we make sure that we're offering free events to people as well, because developing the tech talent pipeline is only going to make our tech ecosystem stronger. So we have SoFlo DevCon. It's a developers conference at NSU. And I don't think we've publicly announced the date yet, but May.
I think I did it last year. I did like a speech on cloud computing.
Nice.
That was the university.
Yeah, it's such a good event. Like last year we were over 1,000 people, which was the first time since COVID happened. But it's a great thing. I love SoFlo DevCon because you can get beginners all the way up to like really detailed and nuanced tech. And so it's a great event for people to come. I will be contacting you to speak again. you will be hearing from me. But then we also do Tech Talent Fest. We're hoping to have 2 this year. So the way Nikki talks about how she described it in the past, I think is just so perfect. It's a tech fair it's a job fair on steroids, because you have that traditional career fair aspect, but then we also have programming, resume reviews, headshots, panelists.
So much to do in like one location.
Yeah.
So it's going to be actually like Tech Palooza on steroids, this new Tech Pulse.
Exactly.
Okay, we have a caller coming in here, Cedric. Let's see if we can. Hello, Cedric. Cedric, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, Cedric, you're actually calling in to South Florida Tech Hub podcast on Owwll. So you're live, if that's okay with you. We're great. We have guests on the show. We have Teddy. He's also an entrepreneur as part of our organization and community here. Can you also introduce yourself and tell us what you do? And then if you have any questions for us, and maybe we have a question for you.
Oh, no problem. My name is Cedric Butler. The name of my company is New Era Success, LLC. I'm based out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What we do is we have a couple of different services. One service that we provide is we help people with personal credit, because we know that living in it,
it's not coming in here.
Credit driven. So if your credit is not on point, you can't get approved for the assets and capital that you need, maybe to grow your business or for getting a home and things of that nature. We also help small business owners with equipment financing. I feel that's a lost art that a lot of people don't utilize, to either get medical equipment financed or trucks, things of that nature. And then we also help with business funding. So we show people how to obtain capital for their business. At least they can have access to capital to grow and build their business.
Amazing. So how has been the Owwll app for you? Are you able to connect with other experts and network and get referrals, past referrals?
I haven't been on the Owwll app. I just got back on it lately. Like when it first was out, I had downloaded it, but it wasn't as it has scaled up since I've seen like the emails and stuff come through with building from LinkedIn and things to that nature, connecting that platform to Owwll. So I've just been jumping back on it. So I'm just starting to talk to more people and starting to grow some relationships from there. Awesome. See where it manifests. Yes.
Well, on today's show, we have Teddy from a Soccer Path startup all about soccer, and Ashton from South Florida Tech Hub. Do you have any questions for our expert guests on the show today, maybe?
Question I would have is, what platforms you're utilizing as far as the tech space, and if you wanted to market a brand, which platforms are best to use?
That's a good question. Maybe you want to. Okay. Depends of what you're selling. Like for us, of course, I'm targeting parents and children. So Instagram is very good for us, like to have like daily content and try to use experiences like that today, like promote what we do, etc. So people like to see people because like that they think like, oh, I can be part of that too, or I recognize myself too. So for us, it's like, yeah, Instagram, TikTok. Now is still available in the US.
Okay.
Interesting for us. Yes. But LinkedIn, I see you a lot in finance, so I think LinkedIn for you also is very good.
Yes.
Like for instance, who can be your best persona? Like who you're looking for to sell what you're doing?
Well, I look more of educating, because a lot of society now is not educated, because the school system don't teach this. If your parents or maybe your grandparents that raised you didn't teach you about credit and different things, then how you gonna know? Because we don't. Most people utilize a technology for other things besides knowledge itself, which is a lost art nowadays. So I grew up in that era where we learned a lot. Because we asked questions. And, I was born in a household where my mom bought the book encyclopedias. If you had a question, well, grab that book and start reading, son. So, but nowadays kids use their technology for other things. So they change their mindset. So,
Right. And to Teddy's point as well, I think he hit it on the head in terms of like the audience. And so it sounds like there's a couple different ways that you could get what you're selling out there. From what I'm hearing, like definitely LinkedIn has so many different components that are, you can reach people on an individual level if you utilize all the tools on there. We actually, on our South Florida Tech Hub last year through the talent, we did a LinkedIn workshop series that's recorded.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you're curious about how to use LinkedIn to its highest level, you could check those out on our YouTube channel, just South Florida Tech Hub. But also too, Teddy mentioned TikTok. You sound very animated. It seems like you have a lot to teach. So TikTok reels, all of that. I think if you have some catchy information, also being on Owwll is a great thing that you're doing as well, because if people do have questions and they know that they can find, I see your profile is really good. It's easy. It's straight to the point, and people can see like, hey, I need help in these things. So being on Owwll is another great thing that you're already doing.
Yeah, and I know Owwll has an option. You can upload like a video or a reel about yourself. So that's a great way to kind of pique interest if somebody's looking for credit help or improving their credit. You can kind of tell them a little bit just to get the hook in, and then they can come through and ask for more consultation. And I do agree with you about financial literacy. They don't really teach that in school or in college. So that's why people come out of college with a lot of debt. They open up credit cards and and go.
America needs you, Cedric.
They should definitely.
Thank you for what you're doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. America needs all of us. So
So you're not far from us. You're in Fort Lauderdale. We're calling in from Boca.
Okay.
So
Nice.
South Florida,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So since you're local, you should definitely also check out South Florida Tech Hub. It's a great way to network with individuals, tech entrepreneurs, people looking
Yeah,
for credit help.
Mhm.
I will definitely
Ashton, where can we get more
research.
information?
If you
Yeah, I
go
would definitely look for you guys on different platforms and connect and stuff like
Absolutely.
that.
If you just go to southfloridatechhub.org, but speaking of social media, we're everywhere. LinkedIn, there's a
Okay.
newsletter that you can sign up for, which I actually highly, highly recommend. You can sign up for it directly on our website, but our CEO, Nikki, she's sick today, but it has events, all the things that are going on. If something's happening in South Florida in general, and especially in the tech space, you'll be able to find it there. We have LinkedIn. You can join our Slack channels if you want to talk to other people, but they're every way that you can get connected to Tech Hub. It's
Yeah,
Sounds good.
and we have our own like group on Owwll also. A lot of
Mhm.
people from Tech Hub you can connect with.
Oh, okay. Oh, didn't know that. Okay, gotcha.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
Well,
Sounds good.
thanks for calling us back, and it was great
No problem.
chatting with you.
No.
And how do people get in touch with you? What's the best way?
The best way they can reach out to me directly, my mobile, business mobile, which is 954-329-4188, or they can go to my website, which is
Cool.
success.com.
Amazing. Thank you.
You can find me there. Oh no, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm glad I called back. Definitely.
All right. Have a great
Nice
day.
chatting with you guys. You too. Have a good one.
Take
Stay
care.
blessed.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, see
Thank you.
guys.
Have a good one.
Great guy. I love his energy.
Mhm.
You can join us at Tech Hub.
Yes. Absolutely. And I was going to ask if he had any connections to local sports, since he was local,
Maybe, maybe.
the time was ending there.
So, Teddy,
Mhm.
what else is on the horizon? I know you're working with the startup, but I know you also run like a full-time technology consultant
Oh yeah,
company. Can you give us like a brief intro?
sure.
What's happening with
Like
the
this is
technology
America.
world?
Yeah, we need to have like a lot of jobs in the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm helping my clients mostly on the tech side and the cloud computing.
Mm-hmm.
I help them migrate to AWS Azure, mostly big corporations. They have like a ton of data and they don't really know how to manage that, and they try stuff, and that's very expensive project. So I'm the guy in between. I'm the project manager. I'm talking to the tech team,
Yeah.
data engineers.
Consulting which technology is better to use, right? Like
Again, depends on what you want to do. Like when we work with insurance, bank, etc. I really like AWS. You have like specificity that help you leverage everything you have. But Microsoft Azure getting better and better too.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, if you have enough money, that's my point of view as a tech guy. I still like a lot keeping your data in house, but you need to manage everything. So I understand something like so expensive. We need to, but for me, it's still the best way, like for the latency, for everything, for like the accessibility, for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, of course, it's more expensive. But if you need to go outside, yeah, AWS Azure are the best for me. We tried IBM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will not
They still
comment on
got some
IBM.
right? So speaking of expense, on technology, the servers, the racks, with the news of Chinese AI coming out, DeepSeek, I'm sure you heard of it.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on it? They mentioned that they can launch a data center and launch new models for a lot less money than OpenAI is using billions of dollars. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think we know China can be in another level in technology. They are doing a lot of things. But at some point, the issue I think they're gonna have is face like the need from the people, what they really need, and how you can really answer the need of the companies, American and European companies. I think is an amazing solution for Chinese companies for sure, like because they know the mentality, they know the work, and etc. For instance, if you say that to a French company, we can do that very fast, etc., etc., you're gonna have a lot of blockers, and maybe China will say like, okay, we don't want to work with you. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think the speed and doing fast is not the main argument to bring added value to big. I'm talking about big corporations because I'm working mostly with them. Is more the consistency of the data. Is more the security of the data. Is more
security is a big
exactly. Is the big topic. So yeah, I think it's easy to come to say like, oh, I can do everything very fast, cheap, etc. But I'm not sure it's all the time the best argument.
Yeah, I know the big companies like Google and Facebook, and they're all setting up like war rooms, and they're really digging into the code and trying to see what's different with this, AI versus our own AI. How is it so optimized? So I think we're going to find out within a couple of months, like what's the reality of it and how secure the AI is. Because even when you try to log into DeepSeek, it's asking, hey, you click here to log in with your Google account. So a lot of people are kind of hesitant to share any data or ask any questions on the web. I know you can create like an on-premises AI instance, and that's secure, but since it's connected to the internet, it's still a little gray area. A lot of people are hesitant, so they're doing a lot of testing, but it's good to get your feedback on it.
I think security is the main part. And also, I say for Mr. Everybody, like they think about that too. That you don't want your data to be in the middle of China. You don't know what they're going to do with that. Yeah. So I think is the limitation they can face. Being attractive, being fast, and being like competitive is good, but it's not enough.
The real question is, when are you opening up Psychopath in China?
I think the American market is great for me, and is more way because as a CEO and also human being, you want to do business where you want to be. And if you ask me, you can make a lot of money doing in China today. I'm like, I'm not sure I want to move into it.
Let's cover the American states
first. Exactly. I think that's already a huge market. And we'll see. You never know when you do Sport Pass. Maybe, I think before going to the other side of the planet, my next move will be Latin America.
Okay.
I think after the US, I think it's
it was just a joke that I mentioned.
No, why not? You know, why not going to Asia?
We'll go international,
Why not? No, I love the vision. But if you tell me next step, Latin America make a lot of sense because we're in Florida, Miami, so we already have the connections to people. When I did the Copa Latina, I gathered I think 500 people easy in 3 competitions. People from Brazil, Argentina, Colombia. Everybody was happy to play everywhere, like from those countries. So they know who we are, where they have the connections. So I think it's the logic next step.
Right.
But I'm only in Florida, one state. I have like 50 states. I have a lot of work to do, I think, in the US.
I was also thinking, and I know that we're close to time here, but when you mentioned North Carolina, those tournaments, I don't know if you have any like partnerships with tournaments, but there's like WAGs, there's tons. That could be also a really good way in, because then you get all the best teams coming in one location. So
no, that's very good what you said.
A lot of data too.
Right.
For sure. 2 weeks ago, we went to a tournament in Homestead.
Okay.
And it was exactly that. Youth playing all day. We have a little booth. We give like water bottle, hats to the children, like some trackers to give to some videos on Instagram. And that helped us a lot to improve on Instagram or visibility. Like people follow us now, they know us now, they thank us now. Oh, thank you for the tracker, etc. Awesome. So is the strategy. When I went to New Jersey, I went to a soccer event too. I will go back because New Jersey too. Like when I try to get all the clubs in Florida, I found by myself like 200. In New Jersey, I found 1,000 soccer clubs.
What?
Yes, like 1,000.
I would have never thought that.
Me too. I was like, this is crazy. So there is so much going on into soccer, and the tournament was like for us, like the best way to start because everybody's gathering and playing soccer all day.
Right.
So just need the little booth and say like, hey, you want a free bottle? Hey, you want a free tracker? Just say thanks to the video and you got it. That's it.
So Ashton, you have this interesting, colorful Innovate South Florida book. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes. So this was a really interesting project that we had. I have mentioned Nikki a couple of times, but our CEO, her passion is to really share what Tech Hub has, what the tech ecosystem in South Florida looks like. Because a lot of times people just think Miami, but it's Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Broward, Boca, all the way up to the Treasure Coast. And so what this book is, it's the Innovate book, and it highlights companies and also people in the region that are making a huge impact. And it's a really beautiful book that we have. It also has institutions like UC Miami-Dade College. You know, as we go through here, Brick.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful book. Oh, I see Beth here.
Yeah, Beth.
I just saw Dr. Kevin Cox on there, our previous guest. So there's some familiar faces. Yeah.
Right. And so it's a great way to kind of see everything here, that our brand just isn't palm trees.
Looks beautiful.
That it's that there's a lot going on in South Florida.
Where can people buy this book?
I don't know if they're continued for purchase.
Okay.
I think that they're
discontinued.
Not discontinued, but there was in the beginning it was a large, but we can ask Nikki if they're I think they're sold out is more like it. Okay. So I think they're sold out. However, you know, if we do order another batch, we could potentially do that as well. But if people inquire, we could probably make something happen, because a lot of companies did purchase in bulk and things like that.
Yeah, there's probably like an electronic version online people can look at.
Likely, yes.
Most likely. Awesome. Well, you know, it's been a great show. A lot of interesting topics we covered. Any final thoughts? Let's start with Ashton, and then Teddy, you can touch base a little bit. And
I just want to thank Teddy and Denis and the whole Owwll team. I think Tech Tuesday is just such a fun thing that we're doing, and I don't think you can get more fun. I'm biased than soccer, so it's great to see what you're doing. I think too, if people do want to get involved with Tech Hub, you saw there's tons of events coming up, and then there's a lot of ways to get involved. Tech is so exciting here in South Florida, and at all different levels. One thing that I didn't mention is that we have, through our foundation, Flamingo Coders. So if you do have kids, maybe we'll do a combo event.
We
Flamingo
can.
Coders,
you know, cuts
and
in
code
soccer.
math.
Come on.
But it's free coding classes for students as well in the K through 12 space. But no, just thanks to all the listeners, and thanks to you guys and for having us.
Thanks for jumping on. You got to come on more often. Eddie, any final thoughts?
No, same.
Do you have any like office hours when you're going to plan to jump on Owwll to be available so people can follow you and get more information?
I think on Tuesday is good. It's a good day for me, like to be available to talk more about what we do, talk more about tech too. Like basically, I can be available.
Yeah.
So no, thank you. Thanks to you guys.
Thanks for being a guest. It was a great conversation. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday. And we're going to have more exciting guests next week. For more information, go to South Florida Tech Hub. Make sure you download Owwll and tap into the community so we can all network and grow together. Thanks, and see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.